Yo, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the vlog. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how things aren't always what they appear to be. Last night, I was actually having dinner with some family friends and we were just catching up because we haven't seen each other in a long time. They were telling me like, Josh, we're so proud of you. You know, we're really glad to see that you're doing well and things like that. It really made me realize like, yeah, from the outside, it looks like I'm doing well. From what I post on my social media, from what I allow people to know, yes, it looks like I'm doing well. But behind closed doors, I still have my struggles. I still have things that I'm trying to overcome in life, and there's certain insecurities that I have and problems that I'm going through that even right now I'm still a little uncomfortable with sharing to the camera. That also made me think, and it's also part reason why I haven't been on Instagram so much lately. I mentioned Instagram because for all of you guys who follow me on there, you guys are only seeing fractions of my life. I feel like part of me is being dishonest to you guys because some of you follow me on Instagram and you only see the good parts, and you guys telling me like, oh, like you're so inspiring, your life is so good or whatever, things like that. It's not a realistic thing for you to go off of because I'm only showing you the good parts. Like I'm not showing you guys the negative aspects of my life. I'm not showing you the ugly. And I feel like with me constantly posting only the good things on Instagram, it creates this mirage that I'm this person who's like well put together and like I have everything in order, when that's actually not the case all the time. Like I have my flaws. So that's why I've been stepping away from, you know, posting content on Instagram. Yeah, that's where all of this kind of got inspired from. Like, yeah, from the outside, from what you guys see, it may look like I'm doing really well and it may look like my life is put together, but I have just as many battles I'm fighting as you do. I'm still trying to figure out my life and figure out what direction I want to take and things along that nature. So a piece of advice that I have for you guys is that I think that we should step away from comparing ourselves to other people on social media, because social media is easily skewed. Take it from someone who posts like pretty aesthetically pleasing things on Instagram. I'd like to think I have a nice feed and I just have this way of making things look really cool when I post. But that could definitely skew people's perception of me. I'm really far from perfect, and no, I don't have things figured out as much as you think I do. I am just like you. I'm still trying to figure out how to make my future happen. I'm still trying to figure out, more ways to make more money. I'm still trying to figure out my health, my social life, things like that. I don't have everything solved. I would really recommend you to not compare yourself to other people, whether that be in real life or social media. I just think that it's a very unrealistic basis for you to go off of, because you're only seeing fractions of my life, of their lives, whoever you're comparing yourself to. You're only seeing fractions of it. Most people are not going to post the reality or like the negative aspects of their life online. So I just don't think it's a very valid source for you to go off of. I think the best thing for you to do is literally just to compete with yourself. Just look at everything that you're doing now, what you've previously done, and think, okay, how can I be better than that? How can I improve on that? Like, you could still take inspiration from other people. You could look at what other people are doing in an analytical perspective and just see what you like, what you want to take away from them, and then apply it to your own life. But to sit there and go look at someone else's life and kind of feel down and about because you're not at their level, I just don't think that's beneficial to you. It's one thing if you're inspired by someone that you're looking at and then it makes you want to do something, but if it gets to that point where you're looking at somebody and then you feel bad about yourself, it's not healthy, because it's not spiraling you into doing anything. It's not a perspective that would actually benefit you. I would really recommend you to block out the distractions if you have to delete social media, because sometimes I do that too. Like sometimes I log out of my Instagram, I delete it so I don't know what other people are doing, because I want to harness that attention, focus, and energy towards myself rather than giving it away. So if you're in something similar, I would really recommend you to just eliminate all the distractions that you have, whether that be like TikTok, Instagram, or or even YouTube. You have to disconnect and figure out a way to keep all that energy and focus onto yourself. Behind closed doors, guys, like my life it's not all sunshine and rainbows. I've had a very rough start when I moved here to Miami on my own when I was 19. Quick little side quest in this conversation that we're having. So I actually vacationed here in Miami. I'm originally from the Chicago suburbs. I came here, vacationed for about a week, and I just fell in love with the place. Like I fell in love with the scenery. I saw like exotic cars everywhere. I saw like a lifestyle that I've only seen on Instagram. Like I've never seen it in person. So I was just so fascinated about everything. I love the weather. I love the people, the culture. Like I love everything about Miami. Even like the chaos that comes with it. Like I just love it, because where I'm from, like the suburbs are so boring. I know what to expect when I'm on the road. Everything is so repetitive, and I just wanted, you know, a change of scenery. And I've always thought about like moving to California or New York. Florida was actually the last place that I would have thought of, but I fell in love here. And after that vacation, I knew that I had to be here. Like that was what my intuition was calling me for. And I had to make a choice, because at that time I had just got my real estate license for the state of Illinois. I thought I was going to be a real estate agent. I thought that was going to be my path, because I didn't want to go to college. I don't have a formal education, and I've always felt like I could be good with people. So I felt like real estate was a good industry to get into. Anyways, I had to decide and sacrifice that life to moving here. It was really rough. I had to rent a room that was a very uncomfortable room, like story for another day, but it was a really uncomfortable room, and I was working 2 mall jobs just to make it work before I got into automotive again. And after working those 2 mall jobs, I eventually got my first dealership job here in Florida at The Collection in Coral Gables. And then after that, I eventually got to where I'm working at now, which is Lucid Motors. So I work in the service department, and I write up the work orders for the cars. And yeah, that's where I'm at today. People think that journey was quite smooth, but in between all those times, like I've had a lot of rough moments in my life. It was not easy to do at all. And even the job that I'm working now, like yes, it's a lot more stable. It pays a lot better, but it's still not perfect with, you know, as far as finances go. And on top of this, I'm very blessed that I have a crypto portfolio that I've been building for quite some time now. But people don't see the behind the scenes of it. Like people think that, oh, like Josh is doing really good because he invests in crypto and he's up and stuff like that. Because I'm only showing on Instagram, you know, the highlights. But in reality, I'm down like I'm probably down like a little under $10,000 for this month. Like that's the truth. That's not something that anyone would post on Instagram. So that's just me giving you an example of what the reality is like for me. But yeah, guys, that was just the point of that little side quest I went into. Like people, at least my friends from home, some of them thought like this was smooth and like I have it all figured out. Like honestly, no, it was a really, really rough start. And even now, like things are a little bit more stable, but it is still really, really difficult living on your own. I just turned 22 in March, and it'll also be my 3rd year living here in October. So it's literally right around the corner. Now that I'm here in Miami and I see what people do, like yeah, people post Lamb truck, you know, the Huracans, like all these exotic cars, but a lot of the times like those cars are rented, like it's not really theirs. So there's a lot of fake it till you make it type of things around here in Miami, and I for sure have been guilty of that myself. Like yeah, I make things look better than they really are. I just want to be transparent with you guys, because there's some of you who tell me like, hey, like you're super inspiring, like you're doing super good in your life, but in all honesty, I still have my struggles, and I don't think that I'm doing that good. I just know I'm doing better than I was before, and that's what I have to focus on. I just have to focus on my path, what it is that I'm going through right now, and how I can improve on that. Look to others for inspiration, not for comparison. That's really the message that I want you to take home from this video. You're never gonna benefit from comparing yourself to other people. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you in today's video. Just a little reminder for myself, and something I'd like to share with you guys is that remember that this is a marathon, not a race. I know sometimes it feels like all the effort that we put into our work or our craft or whatever it is. Sometimes it feels like we're putting so much work and effort into something that's not necessarily doing anything. And you just have to trust the process, because things take time. Anything worthwhile, anything great takes time. Anything like that never comes easy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do hope that you guys took some sort of inspiration off this video. Hopefully I was able to get my points across to you and you were able to take away something from it. So until then, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.